Hi, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done a live. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you can see me okay. I hope everything is fine here. And I have posted a link at the top of this chat where you can book your personal reading. So once you click that link, you'll see a pop-up window. You can close that, and then you can scroll down and see the offerings for this live. So it's not going to be too much. I just started with Hypsee, so I'm still figuring things out as I go as well. And I hope you can hear me. I hope everything's working here. So just let me know. But I think so. And in any case, let me see. Yeah. I'll be doing personal readings today. So if you have a burning question that you want to have answered, let me know, write it in the chat, and I will get to it. And hi, Erin. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yay. So this whole thing is going to be live readings. So whatever it is that you want to know, let me know. I'll be working with tarot and Lenormand and doing all that. Yay! So again, the check out the link, and for the questions that you want to have answered, just send me a request and it will pop up. And of course, I'm also looking into yeah, global things. So whatever you want to know. Good morning, lucky me. Yay. Hi, Anna Mystic. Woo, everybody's coming in. Hello, hello. Uh, uh, oh, this wide angle. This wide angle. Yay. All right. Hi, Harmageddon. Yes. Yes, doing very well. It is so good to always take breaks. And some breaks are longer, some breaks are shorter, but I think it's a healthy thing to do. This whole, constantly online, living your life online, having looky-loos. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it's good to go get inspired again and then come back. Yeah. Yeah. So again, the link is at the top. Go check it out. I will see immediately when you have signed up for a question. It should pop up as a request. And I am still, yeah, figuring things out here, but yeah. Mm. So in any case, I already put up, I just did because what I'm starting to do again, because I haven't done it in a while. So I am feeling inspired again. So I am going back to the roots, you guys, back to the roots. So today I did Sagittarius and Capricorn. I'll be posting those two right after this video. Tomorrow I'll be working on two other signs, and the day after two other signs, and just seeing, aligning with the collective energies again in this field, and seeing what kind of messages come through for you, and just doing that. Yeah. But let me know if you have booked your personal reading or your session or a question. There it is. Thank you, Erin. Awesome. I know it works now. So awesome. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Big group next Wednesday. I think I am prepared, but how will I do? Okay. Okay. So as I tap in, Erin, this is like yeah, this is your moment to really stand up and show yourself, right? This is your moment to really be seen and shine. Okay, there's a fox. All right, there's yeah, there's the okay, okay. Big group presentation. How will it go for her? All right. So we've got here the fox, the dog, and the moon. So it's definitely a career maker because the in the Lenormand, the moon is career. Okay, and this is what's showing up for you is the moon. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful, especially with a dog, right? So it's also showing that you're loyal to your business or wherever it is that you work, that you are really invested in looking out for it, making the best of it. You're a loyal worker, right? But we also have the fox. And the fox is wily, it's cunning, it's knowledgeable, it's insightful. So this is something where you're going to have to fly by the seat of your pants. Yes, on the one hand, you're going in prepared, but there's something that's going to happen which you can't prepare for. Okay. So you know your stuff. You have to really rest on your intuition, rest on the fact that you know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing, you know what you're saying, and trust the flow of it. Trust that you're going to know the flow of it, that you're just going to go with the flow of it, and that whatever needs to be said is going to be said. It's going to go quite well. And people are going to see your smartness, your intelligence, your capabilities, your ability. And I see you walking away with this smirk, Erin. I see you walking away going, yeah, I bagged that, right? I like that was perfect. And it's going to be perfect because it's a little bit by the seat of your pants. But this seat of your pants, like I said, is going to reveal that you know what you're talking about, that you know your stuff, that you are worthy of listening to. And it's going to be good. You're going to get respect. And this is definitely a show of respect because again, in the Lenormand, the moon represents career advancement, right? And the next career step and your loyalty to the business or to what it is, your work, it's going to show and reveal itself. So I hope that helps. And again, trust that you know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. So thank you, Erin, and thank you for opening the door on my new link on this new platform that I am on. It's called Hypsee. It's about 3 years old only. It's awesome so far. I love well, I like the people that work there that I connected with, and it feels good to be on there. And there are a couple other readers on there too that I don't want to plug other readers, but but you might recognize them. So yeah, check it out. Yeah, you're glowing. Thank you. Good day, everyone. Thanks, Carlene. Yes, absolutely. Again, the link is at the top and it starts at $10. So I think you got $10 for a question or two. And just let me know. And I will get to it. Yeah. So if there's anything you would like to know, if you have a burning question in your heart or mind when it comes to relationships, finances, what's going on, let me know. I'm working with this beautiful tarot deck, the Nomon deck today, and I'm actually finally, because I'm a one-woman shop, guys, what can I tell you? I do everything by myself. And I know, but because of that, things take time. And I don't think time is a bad thing, but some people might, but I don't think it is a bad thing. but I am working on my own deck of cards again. And don't forget that I do already have my own Oracle deck, and it is in the description box below this video. And it is also over here, but I'll be, oh no, these are the angels. The angels. Key cards, what the heck? Those are the fairies. Yeah. So they are absolutely beautiful. I love them. I should work with them more. I really, really, really should. And that's what I'm going to do today. Yeah. So, anyways, working on my own Lenormand deck. And I'm looking forward to seeing you too. Yes, thank you. I can't wait. I am looking forward to seeing you too. So, yeah. And I hope you guys are like doing fine. Again, if you have any questions, the link is at the top. And I really appreciate the support because times are the way they are right now. And yep, yep. Anyhow, so let's have a look at some while you guys are figuring out your questions and figuring out the platform. And you can let me know what works for you on that platform and what doesn't. But Armageddon, I'm beginning to study Japanese, Chinese, and Korean. How will that go? Ooh, oh, that's going to open up portals, portals and portals and portals. Immediately I saw this portal opening up, literally like in I won't say Stranger Things because I've been watching too much Stranger Things. I'm binging it again. But it's literally like I saw this portal like in well, you know, like a huge big portal that just opened up and you walking through it. And it literally felt like you're going to be switching your timelines through this. This is a choice that popped up for you in this lifetime, and it has deeper meaning than what you realize. It definitely connects you to a past life. Okay, there it is. Now I'm finding the flow with you. It's definitely connecting you to a past life. It's connecting you to a life where there was a major love in this life. There was a major love in that past life, and it was definitely in one of those areas that you're connecting with, reconnecting with. And I almost would feel like instantly the entire story is like coming up. It feels like this major love of yours passed before you did, and you were then left to do this thing alone. And it feels like you were still so hurt by that you didn't go back into that culture, and now you're approaching it slowly from a different perspective. That's or a different angle going into it, but there's already a connection there, so you're going to find it very, very easy almost for you to learn these languages. You're going to It's because it's reawakening a memory. That's what it is for you. It's not learning something brand new. It's you're reawakening a memory. You already have that in your system. So yeah, so we have here sensitive, okay? Sensitive, and this is really going to open up your sensitivities, because whenever we learn a new language or we remember a new language, it's also we're learning consciousness, right? We're learning a different way to think, a different way to see life, a different way to perceive, a different way to express ourselves. So there's a new you that's coming up out of this as well, and you're not just remembering these languages, you're also remembering forgotten aspects of your own self. You're remembering certain aspects of you that are going to play a bigger role in the future. And this was a choice that I feel was placed on your timeline. It wasn't necessarily something that is destiny or programmed or you have to do this. Like other things that we go through in life. No, this was deliberately a choice that you left to yourself. If I'm ready, I'm going to pick this up again. I'm going to continue this thread. I'm going to go down this pathway and finish it. So I do feel that this portal that is opening, it's also opening you up to major connections on this timeline in this pathway. And it doesn't necessarily mean romantic connections, but it does mean soul shifting, soul moving connections. Okay. So this is what I'm picking up for you, Armageddon. It's definitely a continuation of something that you've done before. Okay. And let me see here. Yeah. Armageddon. So it feels like this is also coming up during a time where you're feeling kind of lost, right? Where you're thinking, okay, ooh, camera, look at you go. This is Zoom, you guys. I'm not doing anything. So, anyways, it's definitely coming up during a time where you're feeling kind of lost is the card that describes this entire experience of, ooh, like I don't know what is at the end of this road, right? I'm just going to go walk down it and see what happens. It's not somewhere where I feel I've consciously been before, although you have, but I'm going to see what's at the end of this road. And so this loss, this feeling of, wow, new territory, new everything. But remember that for you, it's a remembering. It's a remembering, and you're going to feel really good about it. You also have a mission over there, so I do see you working in that area as well. Okay, I do see you working over there as well. Okay, so I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question. But yeah, that's that. All righty. Okay. TH. Hi, Carlene. Will my partner, his physical health get better? Yes or no? Will my partner's physical health get better? So, those of you that are just coming in, if you click the link at the top, you will be able to send me messages, requests, and I'll be able to read for you. And so click through the first pop-up that pops up, and you will see the offerings for this live. Okay. So hi, Carlene. Will my partner's physical health get better? This is again health readings on lives. I usually in the past I did not do, and I'm not really doing a health reading here, right? I'm just looking at the energy flow around your partner, and he has to start believing, or she, that, or he, sorry, you did right, he. The card that shows up is open heart, darling. And it feels like he has to open his heart. He has to start believing that he can get better. If you like these cards, everybody, they're in the description box below this video. But, anyways, you have to believe that he has to believe that he can get better. And there's something kind of forgiveness that he has to do. I feel like there's some kind of a forgiving himself, forgiving God, forgiving life, because he's in the stage of, I feel, anger, and anger constricts, right? So he has to release, and it will get better for him. I do feel that. I do feel that it will get better for him. But this is an emotional state that is manifesting through his being. But I'm not doing any diagnosis. I'm not doing any health advice. I am not doing any of that. Okay. So, but directly looking at the energy and what spirit is giving me around your partner, um, there's that would help his condition or help facilitate a healing. Okay. I hope that helps. Shaka, finding pleasure, friends, and fun in my future. Yes, so let's do that. Shaka White. Pleasure, friends, and fun. Shaka, what I want you to do is check out the fifth house in your birth chart, okay? Pop open any astro app and check out the fifth house in your birth chart. And in that chart, look at the sign that your fifth house is in, because that reveals how you derive pleasure in this life, what brings you soul pleasure, and go do that. Go do that in a way that brings you happiness and joy. Okay. So there is also, I feel, let me see. There's another shift coming up for you next year. Next year, everybody, next year is going to be a wild year for some of you guys. It's the year of the fire horse in Chinese astrology. So we're just moving out of the year of the snake and bringing things to a close, shedding a skin, releasing all that stuff. That was 2025. But 2026 is the year of the fire horse. So everywhere that you feel stagnation, it's going to start going. It's going to start like really ramping up, revving up, getting things into motion and into being. It's not going to be a super, but join me on the channeling. I'm doing a channeling on December 13th. So where we talk about 2026 and what it's going to bring you. And I'll be doing personal readings in that channeling as well there. So it's a limited circle and it's only, I think, 12 spots. So check it out and make sure that you sign up for it and that you don't miss it. Okay. So, anyways, what's the card that comes up for you, Shaka? What is the card that's coming up for you? What is the card that, ooh, look at that. Exactly what, see, what brings you happiness and joy? And it shows here youth, okay? And number one is, of course, to go into your inner child, your fifth house in your chart, and see what brings you joy. Maybe you've forgotten about that or you never really articulated it for yourself. And, but also, finding people that are in their joy, right? So find a hobby of some kind. I know that seems to be the most logical thing ever. I know. And I know that hobbies cost a lot of money. I get it. But find something like, I don't know, wine and paint. Like do evenings like that, right? Just get out, do something that you've never done before. You can go to university and sit in the classes. You can do that. Like lots of people do that of all different ages and stages. You don't have to like sign up or pay. You can just go sit and learn something new. Um, do something that brings you forward, but also brings you happiness. Okay. Because I'm sensing that you want something that's a little bit practical. You don't want to do fun for fun's sake, right? You want something that, okay, this is going to give me something. This is going to elevate me. This is going to bring me forward. This is useful. And that's when you give yourself permission to actually enjoy what you're doing or to spend money on what you're doing. Otherwise, it's too frivolous, right? So do something like that along those lines, right? Even if you're doing the wine and paint, like you can hang those pictures in your house somewhere, right? And it's always good to have your own energy in it. But get out, do something. Just do something once a week, once a month. Just force yourself to step out of your comfort zone and do something that you've never done before. And listen to your intuition. I got a story to tell you. I was just in town because I was going to work from a coffee shop. So I went downtown and I wanted to feel that inspiration of that flow of energy around me. And so I had found this coffee shop that I wanted to work from, but it was a little bit too loud. The music was too loud. So I decided I'm going to take my mobile hotspot and move myself to a park. Right. So on my way to the park, I passed by this cutest coffee shop ever. It's all white and pink and it's called Cake Love and all of that. So I sit down and the only reason I sat down was really because this guy smiled at me. And I thought, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, you guys. Okay. So, but he looked up, he sees me walking by, and I think, oh my gosh, he looks so nice. And he just gives me the biggest smile ever. And it felt so welcoming. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to stop here. I don't need to go to the park. And sometimes the signals and the signs are that subtle. And so we didn't get into a conversation. It wasn't about that. He was just the portal, he was the doorway in. And so I sat down, got my cake, got my coffee, and actually it was a chai latte. And then this woman came and she sat down next to me. And at first I was kind of just a little irritated because I actually wanted to work and I didn't want anybody looking over my shoulder. But then I thought, you know what? I don't own this space. This is what it is. You want to work in public? Guess what? It's going to be public. So I just got over myself and I looked at her and I smiled and she smiles back at me. And then she goes, "Oh, you work online?" And I go, "Yeah, sort of." And we just started talking. And turns out she was Christian. And at first I thought, oh God, please don't be Jehovah's Witness. Not that I have anything against Jehovah Witnesses, but you guys know, right? So, anyways, I thought, oh, please don't. I don't know how to tell her very politely no. But she wasn't. And she invited me to go to church with her on Sunday. And it was a gospel church. So I went with her and I sang my little heart out. And now we're friends. And it was amazing. It was amazing. So you don't know. Like I couldn't have planned that day because my plan was to work in the coffee shop. And then I felt like, no, this is not right for me. I'm not going to push this plan because I had it planned. I'm going to follow my flow that's calling me. And that's how I ended up at that coffee shop. And then I followed a smile. And then, so this, I feel this is your story now. Okay. This is your story now. And you go do the same thing. You step out of your comfort zone, you do something that you've never done before. You just get out there because people are waiting to meet you. You have, before you came into this life, before you came into this world, you have contracts with other people. You have times, dates that you're supposed to meet them. And when I first started this channel, like years ago, I did this video on the no shows because so many people experience that where they know they're supposed to meet someone or they meet someone and the soul doesn't show up. They know this person is meant for them. And that person is like, no, I don't want this anymore. Because this is a free will universe. You can change your mind on the contracts that you made. But don't you be that person unless you want to be. I don't know. Nothing's wrong here. But there are people waiting at that train station, waiting for you to come pick them up, waiting for you to engage with them, waiting for you to unlock things in them that they didn't even know existed within them. And that only comes out through the interaction with you. So don't be shy about meeting other people. Okay. They're waiting for you. They're out there. They're eager to get to know you. There are other people out there too that are looking for friends, that are looking for connection, that are looking for acquaintances. And it's not all evil and darkness. There is some, but it's not all of it. Okay. So just step out and find something, like I said, to get you going, just to get you going, because once you're going, you're going to figure it out by yourself. That check your chart in your fifth house and just remember what brings your soul joy and go do that. Okay. I hope that helps. Yay. All right. But you're definitely, someone's waiting for you, Shaka. Someone is waiting for you. This is a shy person. Oh my gosh, this is just like you, very soft. Like he's soft, like soft, but not weak. That's not what I'm saying, but he's very gentle and very, very like, yeah, you're gonna meet him soon. He's coming in soon. Okay, he's coming in soon. But it's gonna come through a new circle of acquaintances that you're gonna make. Yeah. Yeah, he's very, and create your vortexes. Okay, so this is the vortex of calling in certain energy and calling in certain frequencies. So you're calling it in, you're commanding the universe to give it to you. You're standing in the middle and you're imagining this tornado that is going around you and you're calling it in, you're commanding the universe. And there's nothing wrong with sending out commands. Okay. So, Sugar Plum Fairy, will my money situation improve soon this month? Will my money situation improve soon? Will my money situation improve soon? Sugar Plum Fairy. There's something around your grandmother, Sugar Plum Fairy, that's coming in, okay? I feel like this was a woman who was she was very kind, very sweet. But it feels like she didn't have the easiest life. She had a lot of hardship that she had to go through, emotional hardship. There's loss of some kind. I feel like she either lost her husband or a child early. There's someone here who's in that grandmother energy, might also, I'm not quite sure, okay, but a female and who is looking over you, guarding you as you're moving forward. Now, let me know if that resonates with you because she's popping up, and I hope this is for you, but she just all of a sudden stood up in front of me as I was shuffling the cards. Um, Greetings to Colorado, Tallulah Bell. You guys that are new in the chat, check out the link all the way at the top and just click away the pop-up and see what is being offered for the live. Hi, Elena. Yes, I am glad to be back online as well. I am so happy to be back online here. Yeah. Yay. Carlene, I want to support you. I have a question which was better for you in terms. The link is definitely better than the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. The link is definitely better all the way at the top. And you guys can reach me there as well in person almost any time. Like I have specific times where I will be online. And when you contact me through that link, I am right there for you, either in a chat or a video call or a voice call as you want. It's me in person. I'm right there. So you can do that, or you can book through the other link, of course, and then we have a longer, more in-depth session. And I really dig into the roots of everything. And we get to the bottom of things. So save that link for yourself as well, so you can always reach me. Hi, Jen. Hi from Van Island. Yes, Pluto has gone direct and we're all feeling it. Golden incense. My paternal grandmother experienced a lot of loss. First husband died in World War II. Okay, great. She is around you. Okay. I'm assuming that you're the one that sent me the question here. Sugar plum fairy. Okay. Um, she is around you. She is really wanting to, there's something, yeah, she's really wanting to assist you. Okay. She's wanting to help you. And there's something about you picking yourself up. Okay. Like she picked herself up. You need to pick yourself up as well. But she's not being hard about it. She's being very gentle, very soft. She's like, child, come here, and she wants to pull you up. She wants to carry you up and to have you believe in yourself, having you believe in your abilities, also in your abilities to create, to make happen, to make things happen. She wants you to know that it's all real, it's all very true. You can make things happen, you can command things into being, call things into your life. Now, she's speaking about your father and your relationship to your father, and it feels like that may have been a difficult one. Either it's tricky because you catered a lot to him, or somehow he limited your life in some way. Okay. So what I'm honestly feeling is that he was maybe a little bit hard or a little bit authoritarian because that's how he was raised, that's how he grew up. But it feels like there's some kind of missing support that you're feeling from the fatherly side, even though he might have been there your entire life. Okay, so I'm not quite sure if I'm reading that right. So correct me, please, if I'm wrong. But it feels like she's wanting to address that connection to your father because there's something with your dad that kind of undermined your confidence. And she wants you to know to let that go, to release that. Okay, it's time to move forward from that and to heal that, whatever you need to do to heal it. Okay. There's also something coming up about travel because as I'm looking up, I'm seeing an airplane at night and it's really pretty because it's night where I am and the airplane is just going over. So everything factors in that I'm seeing, that I'm picking up when I'm doing these readings. So there's something about travel that is coming up as well for you. Okay. Not quite sure what that is about. Let me know in the chat and I'll continue because there's a closing and an ending to this. Those of you that are still waiting for your answer to be picked up on, the link is at the top of the chat and connect with me there and I will get to your question. Absolutely, with joy and happiness. Okay. Um, but Sugar Plum, your money situation is connected to your connection with your father. Okay. So let me know. Um, Next one is Eleanor G. Eleanor, is it you? Is it you, my darling one? We haven't talked in forever. How are you doing? I hope your day is going well today. Can you ask if my sister Ciara will be okay, please? Thank you so much. Um, Sierra. Let me just finish the previous one and see if she's answering Sugar Plum Fairy. Okay, he wasn't authoritative, but depressed and not able to support others much. Okay, because what I'm feeling is this energy of judgment. Okay, so it could be that he judged himself, maybe, and that you somehow picked that up. Okay, I'm not quite sure, but that's what I'm picking up on. So I'm sure about what I'm picking up on, but I'm not quite sure if I'm getting it across in the right way. So, but I feel that there is some energy here of judgment that is coming in very, very strongly. It could be at the back of your mind, back of his mind, but you deal with yourself and life in a very similar way. And it's time for you to release that and let that go. Okay. So I want you to look into your grandmother and what she had to go through and use that as an inspiration for yourself and what you're going through in life, and that you can start over again. Look at the positive things that happened to her after World War II. Okay. And that you can do this. You can absolutely do this. Things change. Life is unpredictable. All right. So I don't know what the travel part is about either. Just wait and see. These are predictive readings. So if you knew it all already, you wouldn't need me. So let yourself be surprised. But there might be an opportunity or an offer that is coming up for you. Okay, in some way, shape, or form. All righty. So the next question that is coming up is Eleanor, yes, and your sister Sierra, and if she is going to be okay. Sierra, please. Cards, tell me about Sierra, please. Sierra. Sierra. What's going on with Sierra? Sierra, 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 Sierra. Sierra has difficulties dealing with rejection. Okay. So there's something going on here where she feels not accepted or rejected in some way, shape, or form. This is the card that is coming up, rejection. And she's being forced to walk away from something. Okay, something. Rejection is also a no card in the sense of, not in the sense of the answer to your question, is she going to be okay? But whatever it is that she was looking forward to, that she was looking for, now is not the right time. Now is not the right time for her. And Magic Carpet Ride is coming up. So that's my card for, yeah. This is tricky. Like, she has to get back to the essence of things. Okay. And she has to get to the root of whatever is causing whatever is going on in her life. Okay. And not let herself be taken for a ride. Okay. I hope that helps in some way, shape, or form. If it were her personally, I think she'd know what this is about. Okay. But it feels like she has to face some things that she's not willing to face. And not yet, but she will be soon. And then she'll be able to move on from there. Okay. Hmm. All righty. Once again, if you have any questions, the link is at the top, and just choose one and I'll see it pop up. And otherwise, we can have a look at some gossipy stuff if you want. Keep the vibe high. Keep it going here. And please share this live. Let other people know that I am live. And if you're in a Facebook group, share me there. I appreciate the likes. Thank you so much. Okay. Are there any messages for me that can help me find my way? Maybe, but please, just to be fair to the others that did click the link at the top, please do if you have any questions. And thank you for those that are supportive of me, that are supporting me, whether it's with a like, whether it's with asking a question through the link at the top, whether it's sharing this live. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here with me anyways, and sharing your energy and your space with us. I have the best people in the chat. And I like small groups like this. I love the energy. It's not all over the place like with the larger groups, and it's not, it's very, it feels comforting and cozy and secretive and personable. Trying to log in on the link now, trying to click the link, but it won't work out for me. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, you always have the option at the bottom, next to the chat box. You can also go through YouTube. Yeah. But yeah, there's some wild things happening out there in the world, aren't there? Wild things happening out there in the world. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. Occasionally, I do a video over on my TikTok. So if you're not on my TikTok, join me over there because that's where I'm posting the current event videos. And on this channel, because it's just too stressful with YouTube, I'm just going to go back to my Aries through to Pisces readings. But if you want to follow along with the current event stuff, it's going to be over on TikTok. And it's easier on TikTok because it's short, it's sweet. I just get on, do my thing, and get off. And yeah, so but there's so much happening, so much going on that I don't even know where to start anymore. I don't know which topic to pick up first because the minute one topic is up, it's already on to the next thing and it's moving so fast. And next year it's going to move even faster. Next year it's going to move even faster. So, yeah. So the latest that I've been following and that I've been really paying attention to, I don't know how many of you guys watch Candace Owens, but the drama that is happening there is just out of this world. It's just wild. And so the latest that is happening, and I can't even begin to tell you the full story of what's happening with her because it's so deep and much and a lot, and it would just take too much time. But the latest is that there was an official hit put out on her, and she is not being protected by her own government. That is interesting. That is interesting. So let me just pull a card for her. At the link, do I click donate and write a question? Yes. When you get to the link, again, you'll have the pop-up, and so you shut that down, and then you're going to see the live questions, or you might see the live questions right away. I'm not quite sure. But then just choose one of the options for the live questions, and away you would go. It pops up on my end, and then we start. So Tammy Schiffer, will I speak to my brother again? And this is just a yes or no question. The lowest paid amount starts at 10. So I think for you guys, it's probably 12. But I appreciate the donation support as well. Will I speak to my brother again? The answer for you is clearly a yes. Okay. Here's happy. Happy shows up for you, Tammy. Okay. So I do feel that this is a yes answer. And it's not saying when though, and it's not saying how, but it's saying yes. Okay. Um, I am currently a dance student at this program. Should I stay one more semester or go a different route? Dance student. Stay one more semester or go a different route? What's popping up is the road. And the road indicates going, hitting the road. Okay. So there might be, I feel like there's just better options out there for you, but don't make your decision. Okay. Just only use it as an inspiration to check into it further and to see what might lay along this road. Okay. But this is what's coming up as the answer to your question. Okay. Alrighty. Moving on. And thank you guys for trusting me so much with your questions because I know some of you are it's it's really also about trusting who is seeing things for you. And I keep warning people about that, being mindful that the people that you go to for inspiration, advice, guidance, that they have a positive outlook for you, that because the observer affects the outcome. And the wave is all potential until it collapses into certainty and into manifestation. And you want people that are on your side, that are positive. Okay, because it all affects you. All right, will I win my disability case? Years ago, I had a reading and you said my house was making me sick. It turned out to be mold. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, but I'm glad that you found out. I'm honestly glad you found out. And thank you for being with me for years, you guys. Oh, thank you. I am feeling so humbled right now. It's like, wow, wow, thank you. Thank you. And thank you for coming back and stating that because a lot of people get readings and they get their answers and they get all that, but they don't come back and share it with me or with other people. So a lot of times I just work in the blind, So thank you. Um, yeah, it turned out to be mold. Oh my gosh. Will I win my disability case? It's showing here, the card that came up for you, Agote, is I feel like this is a lawyer or this is a judge, one of the two, but it says here he. Okay. And I'm feeling a very um how should I put this? A really legal energy around this question. So it's going to depend a lot on your lawyer and of course the judge that you get in your case. I would definitely look into getting legal advice from a legal person, from a lawyer, and trying to find the best lawyer that fights for you and that sees an outcome that is benevolent or beneficial to you. Okay. That's super important. But if you have that, then yes, you can absolutely have a positive outcome to this. Okay. Armageddon. Thank you so much. Thank you again. Okay. Will the floodgates open soon so I can commence writing a series of novels I've been thinking about for quite some time? Yes. Yes. Once again, this year that is coming up, 2026, the floodgates are going to be opening for a lot of people and a lot of things in this year of the fire horse. Absolutely, it's going to open up. And the card that shows up for you here is Symphony. Number one is Symphony. And symphony has to do with harmonizing with the universe and with the universe's wishes and intentions. So if you work in co-creation with the universe and you don't think, okay, this is only my creation, this is my ideas, my inspiration, my thoughts, but you're really flowing with the universe and you're allowing the universe to work through you and you're tapping into that, then it's going to be unbeatable. Like you are definitely going to win. Secrets are on the flip side for you, Armageddon. So this means that, and look at those books underneath. There are a lot of secrets, a lot of stories that haven't been told yet that are waiting for you to be telling them, to be sharing them. And I also want to say that you work in cahoots with the universe, but in secret. Okay. So it's like all of this, yeah, you can bounce smaller ideas off of people, but don't share the entire project with everyone, except maybe once you get an agent or once you get somebody like that, yes, but otherwise keep it to yourself because people ruin good things. People ruin beautiful things. keep it secret, okay? And they don't even have to say anything. Just by way of them leaning back and going like this is enough to take the wind out of your sails, is enough to shift the trajectory of your story. So really keep it to yourself, work with the universe, pray before you start writing, pray before you start working on your manuscript, and pray that it comes through in a way that is the way that you feel comfortable with it, that you feel like, okay, this is really what I want to express, what I want to get across, and that you feel in alignment with what you're writing. And pray that it finds the right hands to be published, and you will be guided. I promise you this. Because, guys, you have to remember, all of you, and this is a message for all of you, that if you have an inspiration for something, if you feel called to do something, that is because you are being called to do it. You are being called to do it. You're not being called to be Beethoven or to create the next symphony. You're not being called to make a movie or to be the next, I don't know, Martin Scorsese or something. You're not being called to do all these things. You're being called to do the specific thing. You're not being called to be a cook or a five-star chef. You're not being called to open up a hotel. There's so many things you could be doing in life, but you're being called to this because Spirit has a purpose for you. It has a meaning with that calling, with seeking out specifically you in this situation. And don't think for an instant that Spirit can't get you somewhere else completely. I've lived here. I've lived in other countries around the world. Don't think for a minute that Spirit is limited by the human limitations of borders, of time, of any of that. If Spirit wants you somewhere, it's going to get you there. So believe and have faith in your calling. Believe and have faith in this inspiration that is coming down through you, that this idea's time has come and that is meant to come through you. And think about the car, right? The vehicle. And the vehicle, like the idea came simultaneously to Ford in Chicago. I think it was Chicago, or was it Detroit? I keep mixing those two up, whatever. But anyways, it came to him there. But it also came simultaneously in the same era, in the same time, independently of that, right, to Benz in Germany, right? So these two built independently their car business. And so when an idea's time has come, it finds who it needs to work through to be manifested into this realm. And so when that idea comes to you, run with it. Take it, go with it, see where it brings you, see what doors it opens up for you, see what new life it offers you, see what opportunities it affords you. Okay. Trust and have faith. So, yes, those floodgates are opening, and you just have to walk through Armageddon. That's all. And pray before you start working. Align yourself to the universe, to God, to your highest self, to source, to whatever it is that you want to call it, and get to work. Hey, Danny, thank you so much. My son is turning 13 on the 6th of December. We are going bowling. Any advice to ensure it goes well? He doesn't have many friends, so I'm a bit nervous. Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Okay. Son is 13 on the 6th of December. He's going bowling. What does Spirit want to say here? Spirit, what are you guiding me to say? This is going to be the start of something new. Okay. This is literally the marking of a new chapter for him. We've got dawn. And dawn is, of course, it's perfect because he's turning 13, right? So this can be seen as, this is the sun rising again, the start of a new chapter. It's his teenage years that he's stepping into now. Oh my gosh. But it's also the dawn, like the feeling of, how should I put this? I can live a different life. I can be somebody else. Things can be different from the way they have been up to now. And this realization is dawning in him. And all you need to do is just be there. Like you don't have to do anything to make the sun rise. You don't have to really do anything in this sense to make things happen for him. Okay. Now, as he gets older, it's great if you just walk alongside, if you're just there to support. And I'm sure that's what you're doing, right? You're not getting all involved. You're just there supporting. And I'm pretty sure that's perfect. So you're going to watch this beautiful dawn rising. You're going to see him like just shooting into a different aspect of himself, into a different aspect of his personality, which gives him a different experience. And it's going to be a very tender moment for you. So I do see tears flowing. I do see that. And I do see him overcoming his fear, okay? His fear of rejection. And fear of rejection if he shows his true self and who he truly is. Where do I see that? Because the rejection card did come up. The void came up, which is absolute fear, standing alone and isolated here, right? And the essence card, his true self. So, but that's not what Spirit has in plan for him. Spirit has planned for him that he experiences this, the dawn, okay? The dawn of a new day in a new way. So it's going to be okay. All right. So it's going to be okay for you too, Danny. Like, yeah, it's going to be okay for you too. And it's not about the quantity of friends, it's about the quality of friends. So if he has one or two that show up, that's all he needs. Okay. Everything over three is trouble, right? I think we all know that. We all know that saying. I think one friend is, I don't remember the exact saying, but the gist of it goes that if you have one friend, you have a real friend, a good friend. But if you have anything over the number of three or five is trouble. It's just trouble. So don't worry about the number of friends. Worry about the quality of his friends. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Hi, Masood. Hi, Carlene. Good to see you again by random. Oh, thank you. Make sure to share this, please. Yeah, help my channel start growing again. I know, I know. I keep like doing longer breaks, but whatever. I'm human. Okay, let's see here. I'm having so much fun with you guys. Thank you. Oh, I feel the heart in your questions. Oh, the beauty of this. Thank you. Hey, Angela Kelly, I would love a message, general, whatever comes out, for sure. Thank you to those of you that are donating and that are really supporting me in this and that have got my back. Like, thank you so much for being a part of this. Say, I love a message, general, whatever comes out. Innocence. So these cards are interesting because they can be pretty direct. Like they can be absolutely straightforward. What you give is what you get. So this is exactly what pops out here is this innocence. You're just being innocent about this, going in this with open heart, open mind, just seeing what you're getting. And it shows the fundamental frequency of your being is innocence. It's very sweet, right? It's very, very, very sweet, very open, very gentle, very breezy. And there's something around a child and a new beginning. Okay. So one or the other, new beginning or a child that is floating around you. Um, but I also feel fresh starts, new beginnings for you coming down the pipelines. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So if you're, it might be depending on your age, Angela, it might be a grandchild. I don't know. But yeah. So in any case, what else is coming up for you, Angela? We've got resilience. So Spirit is commending you. This is a commendation. And you've also got the breath and decay. Okay, so for me, this is a clear message. Let me break it down for you. You're getting acknowledgement from the world of spirit that you have been resilient, you have been holding out, you've been doing things, you've been enduring, you've been going through what you're going through, and you've proven yourself. You've been very, very, very resilient. And now it's time for you to take a breath. It's time for you to breathe. Okay. It's time for you to reconnect with the breath. And when I say the breath in this card, the breath, it's not just your average everyday breathing. It's when you breathe in, remembering that this is a contract with God, remembering that your life, God said yes to exactly as you are, exactly how you showed up. God said yes to that. And he continues, or she continues to say yes to that every time you breathe. Because how long can you live without eating? How long can you live without drinking? How long can you live without breathing? And because the breath is so important, because it's always God knocking at your door with every breath saying, let me in, let the Holy Spirit flow in through me, through you. Let the Holy Spirit reconnect with you and share your experience with the divine. The divine doesn't want to see you cloaked up, in spiritual makeup and like everything's okay, everything's great. It wants to share your really lived experience with you. It wants to, the painful moments, the joyful moments, the uplifting moments, the downtrodden moments. There's nothing for you to be ashamed of or hide, because the breath has been everywhere through all time, through all living beings, through all space, through everything that we conceive of. Breath has been. And when you realize that, and realize that now this breath that has flown through every living thing on this planet, whether plant, animal, fur, four-legged, two-legged, no-legged, fish in the sea, you name it, now it's flowing through you. You realize the connection of all of life and that you are a part of it, and that God said yes to this, and that God says yes to you, and that God wants to connect with you. But God's not going to run down your house. He's not going to like barge in and break in the doors, but he will be knocking. He'll be knocking. And every breath is a knock. And every breath is a reaffirmation that, yes, I am connected to God. And that, yes, this God is allowing me to live this life and is giving me my breath. Because if you think that's your breath or you created that breath, you're wrong. Because when your last breath has come, you can't say, I'm going to breathe 5 more breaths and then I'm done, God. Or hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm just going to breathe 3 more breaths. Or stop, you know what? I'm done with this already. I'm going to just exhale and then I'm done. No, the breath itself leaves you. You don't leave the breath. The breath leaves you and goes back to its maker. So with this card, it's so much depth in that. It's not just a wind in the forest. It's the reconnection with your divine right to live as you are, with the divine knowledge that God knows who you are and is saying yes to you exactly as you are, how you show up, and that this connection is so important to God that it has taken away your capacity to really influence your breathing. Like you can train, you can do that. Sure, you can hold your breath for 2 minutes, but you can never not breathe for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 30 days or an entire month. Like that's not going to happen, right? Like you can do with food. So it's been removed from you because this is so important to God to stay close to you. And remember that saying that God whispers because he's so close. If he would talk to you in full, or she in full thundering scale, you'd go nuts. You can't even handle when God talks to you now. Like literally genuinely talks to you. You can't handle it. So him showing up in your living room and saying, "Ta-da, here I am," like you would go nuts. So this breath is to remind you to reconnect. Every breath that you take, just breathe in and say yes to the Holy Spirit, yes to connection with God, yes to the life that you're living. And it's okay to breathe. There's something about your breath. You're not breathing deeply enough. You're not breathing long enough. You're always stuck in the shallow breathing. And it's time to every now and then take a deep breath and say, okay. There's this concern about decay as well. Okay, so you may have concerns around aging or getting older or something around that, or something decaying or moving out of your life in some way, shape, or form that you're not yet ready to lose. And it's okay to let that go. Okay, just let it go. You've been holding out for so long, resilience, and it's time to just let that go. Okay, so that was a message for everybody as well. That's why I kind of went in a little bit deeper. So, but thank you. Thank you for being here and thank you for asking. Okay, moving on. Christine, when will I sell my current house and when will the twin home that I want on Christie Lane be for sale? And when will I be able to get into that home? Okay. Christy Lane, what's coming up here? What's coming up? There's a block here from a young man or a young boy. I don't know who that young man or young boy is. Might be your son, might be a boy that lives in that house on Christy Lane, but there's this young man, young boy that's kind of blocking this from happening right now. Yes, and as I say that, this is the card that shows up is he. Okay. So there's a man that is blocking this from happening right now. Somebody doesn't want to release that house or doesn't want to go into that house. I don't know. But there's something that's happening there. Okay. So ask your spirit guides to talk to whoever is blocking this and why. Okay. Or to show you whoever is blocking this and why. And this, I just pulled he again. Okay, so I shuffled and this is the card that pops out. So there's some kind of a man that is holding this up. Okay. So these messages don't have to make sense to me. I don't know anything more than what I just said, so don't think to ask. I have no idea. That's what came through. They have to make sense to you, and sometimes it takes years, as you can see in my chat. Thank you so much for that person that came back and shared with us their experience with the house that they were in that was making them sick. And back when I said the message, they said, "Oh, I didn't understand what you were saying," and then it turned out to be mold. Okay, so yeah. All right, moving on. Eleanor, donation. Many thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Danny, should I go to my dad's hearing, please? Um, Danny, thanks so much for posting the questions. I appreciate donations and I like to eat. So thank you. Let's see here. So anyways, I was talking about let's see. What was I talking? Candace Owens and this thing that is going on with her, right? This let me see, that she has a hit out on her. And is that true? And then Luigi Mangione. Oh, Luigi Mangione, he's got something coming up for him too. Okay, so let's have a look at Candace and then have a look at Luigi. And thank you guys that have donated. Thank you so, so much. And thank you for those of you that left tips. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Taurus baby. That is so sweet. I appreciate. I appreciate. Right. So, Candace, let's see. Candace, the rising. Ooh, yeah. Candace is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger from here on in. Like it's unstoppable. The rising. That's what's showing up for her. But we'll continue to dive into her in a second. But let's see. Miss Cece, hello, sweetheart. Any general readings on my current transition? Yes. Let's see here. Miss Cece, any general readings? Any general readings? And we've got, ooh, there's a lot of fear, Miss Cece. Miss Cece. Okay, we've got the light that is coming up for you. And the light. So your light is shining. It's going to shine brightly, and people are going to see your light shining. Expansion. So this is your time to grow. It's your time to evolve. Open heart. Look at that. Wow. Like it's all whoosh. Do you see the energy in these cards? Do you see the energy in these cards? Okay, so we've got the light, we've got expansion, we've got open heart. You have no blocks coming up for you, okay? The only thing that can hold you back is this one, and this is fear, okay? And it's not the, because I have another fear card in this deck, but it's slightly different. That one has to do with pressure. And actually, I have a couple of fear cards in this deck because fear comes with so many flavors. I literally have fear. That's not it. Okay. That's when your road is so dark. And then I have hell. This is when all options are gone and you're being squished and smushed and forced and limited and blocked and stopped and chained and tied in a box. That's not it. And there's one more. Where are you? And that's certainly not it, the next one either, because yeah, grief and despair. Okay. And that's not it. So what you've got here is void. It is a complete lack and absence of things. It's this coldness where all the connections have burnt out, run dry. You've been cut off and you're floating in the void by yourself. And so there's this deep fear that is within you of this state of being. So you don't like being by yourself. You don't like being completely on your own and stuff like that. Okay. So it's but this is not what it's about because the light shines so brightly, open heart, and this is the truth of your being. This is the truth of your being, Miss Cece. Okay. And this is what people see, and this is what people are going to continue to see. And this is what's going to open up everything. You just being you, you opening your heart, sharing your heart with others, doing what your heart calls you to do, doing what your inner self calls you to do. This is what's going to open up the portals for you. Okay. So believe in yourself, believe in your own life, believe in the outcomes, that good outcomes can happen, that you are a magical being in a magical universe, and that you just have to call the magic into your life and you're going to see what happens. Okay. You command the universe to make happen what you want to have happen. And you'll see. You'll see. So I don't see any blocks for you with whatever it is that you want to achieve. The only block is you depriving yourself of your own faith and belief in yourself and thinking that you're dependent on everything around you. You're not. You're not. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Um, let's see what else is coming up. Okay, stay here. Da, da, da. Danny J, Dad's hearing. I don't. Danny asked if you should go share your dad's hearing. I'm not feeling that one, but you can, but it doesn't really affect anything. Um, what else? Yeah. So let's get back to Moscow. Oh, Taurus baby. I missed if it was a yes or no to going my dad's hearing, please. The card I pulled was like, eh. See, and I pulled it up again, like literally the exact same card that I pulled when I checked into that, and that's girl. So there's this daughter that is feeling obligated to support her father, but it's the I don't feel that you really have that feeling, otherwise you would be asking that. You wouldn't be asking that question, right? So it's more about caving to your guilt and being his daughter. And are you really needed in that situation? I don't think so. Focus on new formations. Okay. Pray for him, but I don't think you really need to be there. But it's up to you, so you decide on that day whether you're going or not. Masco, thank you so much. What can you tell me about my books, writing, success, and financials? Um, what can you tell me about my books, writing, success, and financials? Let's see here. Yeah. So I kind of covered a book question before where it was like, if you're feeling the inspiration, go for it. And because that inspiration is coming from spirit through you. So I feel same thing. The cards that pop up for you are very, very similar. Go for it. But the thing is with anything that is artistic, anything that is where you're being inspired from above, is that you have to go into this open-hearted. Like you can't go like a little bit in, test the waters, see if it's going to work out, see if it's going to be. You have to go in completely, bam, here I am, open heart, go for it, go the entire way, go for it, go for it, go for it. And with innocence, just like a child going into a game or a play, you don't think about the outcome, you're just in it to be in it. And here's full bloom, open heart. But the full bloom is also success. It's also success. And it's a great time, full moon. That's also the energy of this full bloom card, is the full moon, full bloom, full moon. And to possibly, do a ritual around the full moon to inspire yourself to get into the flow of things, get into the inspirational flow. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. But yeah, it's great. Follow your calling. You guys, you have to stop being afraid of spirit and stop being afraid of following something that is inexplicable or unexplainable or not, feeling like, oh, I'm going to look crazy if I do this, or I don't know what the outcome is. I need to control it with my mind. Like, no, follow your impulses. And if it's saying write a book with 10 book series, then do it. Please do it. We need another J.K. Rowling. Like Harry Potter's great, but yeah, wouldn't it be fantastic, if we had more of those that like opened up whole new dimensions and worlds for us? Yeah. Yeah, I don't really want to go. My aunt is pressuring me. Yeah, don't, yeah. Mm-mm. I'm not feeling it, Taurus baby. I'm not. But I'm picking up on your feelings, so that's what I'm reading is your emotional world. So if she's saying you have to go and you're not feeling it, then you certainly have a reason not to feel like you need to be there. And I I'm all about supporting people, and maybe if you have a close relationship with him and you feel like if he looks across at you and he sees you that that's going to be of help to him and you want to help him, I don't think you'd be asking that question. It would be clear to you that you're going to go, right? So all I can tell you is I'm not picking it up, but it's totally, this is something that only you can decide. Thank you so much for that donation. Yay. Yes. So anyhow, Back to Miss Candace and what's going on over there. Well, you guys let me know if there's anything that you want to know about that's in the public realm as well. And we'll chat about it. But yeah, so things are gonna come down for her pretty soon. We've got the tower. We've got the tower, but she's being backed. And I wish I knew by whom, but it's an elder. And this is a long lineage, a family lineage. Not necessarily, it could be her husband. I don't know. Her husband, I don't know, like connections through her husband's family. I'm not quite sure. But we've got the tree here. So ancestral lineage, it's a family line. And we see here elder. So again, some kind of a female, an elder that is standing there. But we've got tower. So there's a lot still coming her way because the tower is government, regulation, separation, laws, legalities, all that kind of stuff. Luigi. Luigi. Let's have a look at Luigi. He was just in court the other day, looking fly. Have to say, I have to jump on that wagon. He is, yes. But let's see what's coming up for him. Cosmic Mystery. Yeah, there's a game being played with Luigi. We know that. There's a game being played with him. Definitely got support. He's definitely got yeah. So we've got the Gathering, which is his support group, his support network, and coming together. There's some kind of a game that's being played with him, Cosmic Mystery, and he's part of the game. So I shouldn't say with him, but it's with him. He's part of it. He knows about this. And we've got the artist. Okay, so it's gonna come out eventually. Everybody's gonna be able to see the big picture. Right now, all the pieces are being put into place, but eventually we're gonna see the big picture and smoke signals. Okay. So smoke signals has to do with communication. So he's communicating with someone through the media. The media is not even realizing it. So it might be the color of the jacket that he wears or something like that, you know, but there's some kind of a communication that's going on. That's what I'm picking up. Two specific people. But also that things are going to be revealed slowly, you know, like one little bit at a time. But yeah, this is a bigger game, you guys. It's not what we're watching is not what it looks like for sure. And I think we all know that. I think we all know that. Okay. So yes, Luigi's really easy on the eyes. He for sure is. He for sure is. Yeah. Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to stop here. Unless you have more questions or there's some interesting hot topic that you want to look into with me, that you want to chat with me about, that you want to see, okay, what's coming out. But otherwise, it's getting nighttime where I'm at. It's already my 6:30 p.m., 6:40 p.m. I'm getting kind of hungry. And I love chatting with you. I love that you guys took on the new platform that I'm on. Once again, bookmark that link for yourself so you can always reach me. I will have days and times where I am available, where I'm just on the platform. You can reach out, we can chat, we can voice call, we can video call, we can do longer readings. If you can also book through my question. I didn't see your question, Elena. I honestly didn't. I answered all the questions that are here, but I didn't see yours. I don't know if it completed. Okay, if what you posted completed. Armageddon. Can you talk about the Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky? Okay, I want something light. Yeah, something light and easy. Easy. That's a whole afternoon. You're funny. And its relevance to current US politics. In the donate button, um, Elena, I don't see it. Somebody help me. Elena, it didn't show up like in the link above. Click that link and then whatever pops up, like that pop up, just click out of it and then go into the live offerings and you'll see four, and choose one of those and type your questions and press send. That's pretty much it. Or, but it's not showing up. Just wanted something to look forward to. Okay, ask your question here then. And I do appreciate a donation. Oh, you guys, don't forget to sign up for the channeling that I'm doing on December 13th. It will be recorded, of course. You'll get a recording, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lighthearted. I'm trying to keep things on a and especially with the year coming up, it's gonna be quite the year. So December 13th, it's not too much. And sign up for it. I'll be doing personal readings about your year ahead and what you can expect as well, and we'll be connecting with my guides and seeing what's coming up and what's planned in the matrix. Um, okay, let me see here. Because it should show up on my back end, Elena, but it's not showing up. Oh, okay. So that's how it's showing up for you guys. Now I'm seeing it. Yeah. So that pop-up that shows up right away, you can just choose one of those. So usually when you click that link, the pop-up doesn't show up. It's a different pop-up. But since I'm on the live stream and it's linked to the live stream, it's right in the pop-up. Like the first window that you see, you don't have to click out of it. And do do do. And let me see where this donate button is because it should show up on, like I said, on my back end, like everybody else has showed up too. So it's just literally clicking book now. Yeah. And then you type it in. And that's it's pretty straightforward, Ellen. I wish I could help you. I honestly, honestly, I wish I could help you in that. But let me see. It's really not showing up here. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm going into my community. And you're not there at all, Elena. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what's happening on your end. I wish I could help. Mhm. But just post your question. Something to look forward to, just feeling blah. Okay. Hey Malik, which way is better for you? Is to make a donation here in Super Chat or to book a reading? Always book a reading. YouTube and receiving money takes months. I think I can be open with you guys about that. It takes a month. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. A month and a half to see what you guys are posting in the chat box. Okay. Your books will be the next big thing, Masco. I'm visualizing that. I am visualizing that. I am seeing that. And I'm seeing you come back to the chat and telling me, Carlene, you told me my books would be the next big thing. And I said, yes, I know that person. Yes, your books will be the next big thing. See it, believe it, feel it, talk it. Hey, Elena, something to look forward to. Ah, okay. It feels like for you, the card that came up, Elena, is number one, the right question. And I created this card because sometimes it's not about the right answer, it's about the right question, right? And when we ask the right question, we realize that we already have the answers. And so we're no longer dependent on the external represented by this book. Okay. And sometimes it's the right question that gets us into the right frame of mind or doing the right thing. So this is actually a call to reflect on several things, what it is that you actually want, to reflect on where you really are, where you truly are, to reflect on what you feel needs to be done, and out of these reflections, and you can do this in journaling, right? So as you write down in your journal, just write down what happens in your day. And that already it will sort your ideas and your thoughts. And then when you wake up in the morning, what you dreamt at night. And remember that your sleep and consciousness, our consciousness is like an iceberg, right? So we take the very tip of the iceberg that we can see and we think that's all there is, but the rest of it is conscious. It is consciousness. It's doing its thing. So check in with that every now and then and see what it's up to and see what it's doing. And the easiest way is to get to know your dream symbology and to write that down and write down what you dream and interpret those dreams and see what it's saying about you and where you are in your life. And of course, you can call me and I'll help you interpret those dreams. But I know a lot of people that are going with ChatGPT too, so you can try that. I didn't say anything, but I did. I had a client who came to me and she said that, Carlene, can you check this? Because I asked ChatGPT and this is what it said. What do you feel? And I'm like, hey, this is pretty, like, what can I tell you? Like, it's read the entire internet. It knows all the human symbology. So I don't know, try it. But it's important that you don't rely on that. Okay. That you really get to know your own inner language. And because you are the expert of you, nobody else. And this is why journaling is so important. And you really get to know yourself. You get to know how you tick, what makes you tick, what makes you work, what makes you go off. And I know it's work. I know it's additional work. It's an additional step in life, but it pays off so much and so well. And I feel like once you do that, it's like everything kind of comes into perspective. And all of a sudden, you remember who you are. You're in alignment with your truth. You see how you operate and how you work. All of it, like even in your dreamscape, reveals stuff to you about what's important to you and, what your system is working through and what's actually happening. And you're sensitive, right? You're very, very, very sensitive. So it's important to you to acknowledge that in your day-to-day life. Okay. And to treat yourself as such. So if you work in a harsh work environment, not to take that home with you. You're going to do that anyways, but not to take it home with you and do nothing with it, but to realize, okay, this is who I am. That is where I need to work for now. And I'm going to make sure that I'm shielded, that I'm protected, that I'm guarded, that I wash all these energies off from me. And washing these energies off from me, you can, of course, do it on the shower. And it is a physical thing, but it's also a mindset thing, right? So a lot of times when we're going through life unconsciously, part of the unconsciousness is that we identify with things that aren't us. And so, for example, we go shopping on a weekend. We start off, we're in a good mood. That's us. We hit the store. We leave the store. We're in a bad mood. That's not us. But we identify with it because all information from the outside world comes to us through our subconscious, through our consciousness, and we identify with that. And so we think everything is me. It's all me. It's all about me. And as a sensitive, you have to learn to discern. You have to learn to leave it at the door. You have to learn to shut that out. You have to learn to say, okay, this is not mine. I don't need to carry it. I don't need to take it forward with me. I don't need to identify with that. And identification means I don't need to understand it. I don't need to explain it. I don't need to justify it. I don't need to fix it. I don't need to touch it. It's not mine. I'm leaving it out there. I don't care. It has a right to exist. I just don't want it in my space. And being really caring about you and treating yourself the way you'd treat someone that you love, that you really want to see the best for. You treat yourself in that way. And so this is really about to feeling blah, is perfect because that means that something is ready to shift, something is ready to change that you're not fully stepping into, right? That you're kind of resisting, that you're kind of not letting unfold completely. And you don't need to do anything, it's going to unfold anyways. But what will help it along is to become aware of it. And what will help you become aware of it is to write it out. Okay. So that's what I'm picking up for you. And I hope that helps. And that helps you move forward. Okay. Yay. Make sure you sign up for the channeling on December 13th. Okay. All right. Um, yes. Ben Carson quoted its frontispiece in Charlie Kirk's funeral. You know what, Armageddon? Thanks for that insight. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it on Patreon. I think that's a good home for that kind of content. I'll do it over there. That's gonna be my next project, the Brothers Karamazov and the US politics. The US politics right now are bananas. I just like everybody's like, wow, that is outside of the United States. Wow. Like just wow. Wow. And it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to put too much here on YouTube, but it feels like a controlled implosion. So we'll see what happens though. Still going to take a while. The US is very, very strong, so nothing to panic about or be too worried about. And but it feels like it's moving in that direction. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for being here with me. I appreciate all of you, every single one of you. Thank you for sharing your energies and your vibrational frequencies and the goodness of your heart and your open heartedness and your trust and your faith and your goodness and your belief in life and in me. And I will see you on the next one. And make sure that you bookmark that link so that you can reach me anytime, almost, almost, almost. And we can have quick chat. Just if you have a yes or no question, or you want to know, is this the right thing for me to do? I'm so scared. I don't know. Should I not? And you need something neutral, someone neutral who's outside of your known sphere, who has no idea what the heck is going on and so has a clear view, you can call me. Yes, I'm here. Okay. And otherwise, you can keep my other link as well. It's still going to continue to be up so we can have longer sessions, deeper dives into what's going on, structure things in a way that gets you moving forward. And then there's my Patreon, my TikTok, you guys. I am here. I'm always here. Even if you don't see me fully, you can always reach out and connect, and I will definitely be more than happy to hear from you. So I am wishing you a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your night, wherever you are. And I'm going to dive into my evening. Thank you. Take care. Mwah. Bye.